you know what it is. The boys on the net just talking that biz. And if it does gather all in the chat across the globe, we talking the Mavs. You know they can't play with the kid. Come to Texas, come and see how they live. Watch the replay, come and see what they did. It's tough one of y'all, come and see what it is. You got King, he's a poppin' prophet, or he like Neo in the Matrix. You got Rail, the tech god, or Mass Mind, Ali at his greatest. Baltimore to Dallas, you know that the flights are not stopping. The triple double madness, that Luke get out here dropping. The place that trades up and sit and profit. They gonna take our picks and they gonna keep it honest. Numbers, development, that player progress, down to the team, up to the front. So get your seats, gather your comments, keep it clean and stay on topic. WTM, speak your part, ladies and gentlemen. This is a glow yard.
Yeah.
What is my fault? What is my fault?
Was so good, man. She did a thing on that one. YouTube, Glow Yard Game, MFFL, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. Listen, man, this guy here eating the most fieriest pizza I ever had in my life. After that, I'm hungry. I don't know which one it is, but it's your boy Real. And joining me, man, is my partner in crime. It is my boy King. What up, man?
Nothing much, bro. Tough loss today. I was hoping to come in here with a victory. I guess TGK is right when he always says that we have a guest that we take the L. But nonetheless, I want to introduce our guest today. He may be Luka Doncic's biggest fan ever, as well as Goran Dragic, who could have been a Mav, but we'll talk about that later. And that's my guy Greg from Greg's Court. What's up, Greg?
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me. It's a real honor to be on your show. And by the way, that intro was dope, man. Whoa.
Thank you.
I need one of these, man. I need one of these.
Yeah, it's pretty new, man. I think it's what, our third show with the King?
Yeah, our third one.
Yeah, I think it's our third one.
My wife put it together. She rapped on it. So
whoa.
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to Queen.
Hey, we need to put the better. Yeah, we need to put the remix up. I apologize. I forgot to set that up. We got a remix to it, y'all, with a couple of ad libs and stuff in there, man. I think y'all like it. But listen, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and do us a huge favor, guys, and hit that subscribe button, guys. We definitely appreciate the support that you guys are giving us on this channel and helping us grow this channel. We just ask for continued support from you guys, helping us to grow this channel, guys. Also, hit that like button, guys, to help us build up the algorithm to bring more Mav fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard Gang. Also, we got a special, I can't say a special occasion, but we got a brand new feature here on the channel, guys. If you're looking at us maybe on your cell phone, you can see right there beside where you have the subscribe button at, and there's now a join option, guys. Listen, me and King are starting to put some things together for the special members here on Glow Yard. If you hit that join button, you can definitely find out what those things are. We have some options, guys, now that me and King going to start making more videos like this with guests like Greg. We'll start making videos like this, guys, for guys who join the Glow Yard, and they can see these videos now live. So today we're doing it for everyone, but moving forward, we're going to start doing more special guest type of features for it's called the Glow Yard crew member tier, guys. So you guys can click on that. You can join the Glow Yard if you guys are interested in joining for additional content. It's not just for us making videos, it's other things too, guys, for you guys. So as far as one of the options we're going to start doing, me and King on Fridays, if the Mavs play on Friday, we're going to start having live videos with the Glow Yard members to join us to watch the games live. Also, we're going to, like I said, we're going to have more special guests to where you guys can watch those shows. And also, me and King are going to start doing live shows with you guys on the shows. So if you join the Glow Yard, guys, you can get all those options plus more. Yeah. But yes, go ahead and hit that join button, guys. Also, hit that subscribe button if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet. All right, man. I think I did all of it, King. I think I got everything.
I think you did.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into this game, man. Go ahead and let the folks at home, man, know what the score was of the game, King.
It was 130 to 122 for the bad guys today, you guys. Mavericks continue to fall. That's 3 in a row, and I believe 5 out of the last 6.
So that's the last 6 out of 8 that we've lost.
Ooh, 6 out of 8. That's even worse. Yeah.
Yep. All right, man. Go ahead and tell them who the top performers were.
You had Luca with an okay 34-8, and DeJounte Murray gave you 37-4 today. Nice game from him.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray's 30 was a little heavier than Lucas today, I have to admit. But we'll get into all that, man. Let me go ahead and get into these stats right here for the game today. So Atlanta shot 56% from the field, 50% from three, 95% from the free throw line. Dallas shot 52% from the field, 38% from three, 18 to 24 for 75% from three, man. So, yeah, it was one of those games. Is like you just kind of felt. I don't know about you, man. Something just felt off today. I was happy to have our returning guys, but it just felt off today. But let's go ahead and give Greg a chance, man, to kind of give us his take on this game, man. What you think for the game so far today, Greg?
Well, yeah. I mean, with Luca back on the court, I really thought that Mouse would bring a win, but unfortunately not. Uh, it was showing off good from the first half on. I think Luca scored 19 in the first quarter.
Quarter, yeah.
Yeah, and on the second quarter, zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mavs were still on the lead. Trey Young was not giving that many points that we expect from him, but yeah, other guys showed up. So Murray and Capella and Bogdanovich also. So well, yeah, they had some hot guys. At the other hand, Mavs. Basic contribution from Wood and anybody else, but I still think that they are too much on it's too much on the Lucas hand. Everybody is just watching him what he's going to do, and all of a sudden some turnovers come from the Luca, and I think this is not good. The great example of how the Mavs should play it was probably against the LA Lakers, because not only Luca, Wood, Dinwiddie, and Tim Hardaway. So we have now four guys with 20 points or more, and I think this is the way to win the games. And it was close game till what 5 minutes till the end, something like that, but then just went down, and the loss is here.
All right, man. What you got, King? What's on your mind, man?
I'm basically gonna piggyback off of Greg. The same things. It was basically, but the main thing for me was defense.
Yeah, yeah.
I talked to TGK before the show for his pregame. Check him out if you guys don't check out TGK's pregames. He does them before each game. But I told him the defense will be back today. I predicted a 113-99 score. Just thinking the defense will return with Josh Green returning and Dodo coming back as well. That didn't seem to happen. The Mavericks couldn't stop guys. They allowed 40 in the first quarter, I believe. And it just was there from that point on. We had four guys that almost scored 20 today, but no one else. And that's hard to play even before guys getting over 20 when you got a team of, I think it had 8 guys on Atlanta that went in double digits today. Trey Young had like 17, 15 points, something like that. Like he didn't have too much. 18. So
18, yeah.
Yeah, 5 of 11. But back to our guys, like Luca had his 19 in the first quarter. He ended with 30. It's just Luca numbers. He was 9 of 19, which isn't horrible, but it isn't as efficient as we wanted him to be. His efficiency has been a little bit off recently. But I felt like the 19 in the first quarter, they came huge, and I thought he was going to have a huge night. After the 19, I was like, okay, Luca's going to go for probably 50 tonight.
I thought too.
And I felt like DeJounte Murray actually did a good job on him in the second half and actually forced the ball or denied him a lot of the ball in the second half. So I give kudos to DeJounte Murray that worked in that game. DeJounte actually had an awesome game today. I would give him the game ball for the play of the game today. As I said, Luca had his buckets early in the game, but it felt like it was early. And I don't know. I would ask Greg about this. Do you feel like Luca's losing the team a little bit? I shouldn't say he's losing the team, but like, do you feel like he's kind of not believing in the team as much anymore? Or do you feel like, it's just this team, we're just going through a funk right now and it is what it is?
Interesting question. I would say I'm not quite sure. I know him, but I don't know him that well. He's known as a guy who trusts his teammates no matter what, and he is known as a guy who will do everything for his team.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, he would he would like to stick with his team, of course, as others like we fans, we want some contributions, some other guys to step up, but I don't know. I think he's a believer, and he wants to stick with the team and just to grow as a team. So anyway, last year it was a pretty same situation after All Star break, something like that. The Mavs had a great run.
Mm-hmm.
We are not there yet, but there is still time. So when the time will be right, I think they will grow up as a team, and let's give him a little bit more time.
Okay. Well, like I said, other than that, I just had a question about that. It was a good point. Spencer Dinwiddie came. I felt like he was clutch, tried to come through in the fourth quarter and all. Christian Wood was big, other than the foul trouble, which I felt like is keeping him out of games because he doesn't have another center beside him. That Dwight Powell experiment is just over. I wish we would
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Like Reggie seems to maybe get out of his funk, so maybe that's a good thing. Luka fed him. What was that? The first game in Portland, and he got out of his funk. It seemed like, and he's been okay since. So that's a good thing. But it's really defense, man. Josh Green gave you 20 minutes a day, gave you 9 points. I feel like he was big. Dodo came back, offensive put back at the end of the game. He's doing his thing. So it really was defense. I mean, that is what it is. At the end of the day, they couldn't stop anybody. And I feel like they scored the ball enough. It was good, but they couldn't stop. So defense, and that's it. Like, we got to get our defense together. We guys just came back, so hopefully that's part of the reason. But that's what I got from it today, bro.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yeah.
ask y'all, do y'all think it's because people are coming back, or do y'all think it's just more of the same with the defense? Because now this is 3 games in a row where Dallas has given up over 103. I'm sorry, 130 points.
I don't know. Bro. I'm just.
We didn't look like this last year at this time. We didn't even know what 130 looked like unless we were scoring it.
Yeah, that's
You know?
absolutely too much. And in the playoffs, in the series against the Phoenix Suns, I think the defense, especially in the last game, this was the key. We were known about that defense. Right now, we are seeing nothing from the last playoff team.
Aren't we like now in the bottom 10 of defense?
So they said, matter of fact, your best friend Bobby Carella says this. So when Josh Green got hurt, we were 11th in defense. When Dodo got hurt, we fell to 16th. When both of them are now out, we're the bottom. Oh, what were we? I want to say 28th in defense.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I mean look at what happened tonight. Like I said, the last 3 games, we're giving up over 130 points. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
unacceptable.
Yeah. So
Turnovers too, though. Right before you go, turnovers was I didn't touch on that one, but the Mavericks been sloppy with the ball recently. I don't know what's going on. Like a bunch of turnovers, and it's not normal. And I said that before the season. I was worried about that with the loss of JB, but it didn't seem to bite us early as much as it is right now. Like it's that turnover game is vicious.
I'm about to tell you why. So if you've noticed, I don't mean you've been saying, like, you said a minute ago, Luka has not been kind of looking like himself lately. Like, he's still putting the numbers up because he's Luka. He can walk into 30, or he can wake up out the bed and get 30. That's nothing. But it's the effectiveness of that 30. It's not the same, right? And we're starting to learn now. Teams are starting to do this. If you notice, they did it tonight here in Atlanta. They're trapping Luka every time he touches the ball.
Yep.
I don't care where he is on the court. They're trapping him. Teams are starting to figure out, we're not going to let you beat us. We're going to let the rest of them beat us. And we already see how it is when Luka's not playing in the game. What happens? We lose, right? So now they're just completely taking him out the game during the game when he's in the game. So now it's it started to become noticeable, man. Because like Luka had that quick, like Greg said, he had that quick 19 points in the first quarter, and then Nathan Millen called that timeout. Was like, nah, we gotta shut that down. We're not gonna have this. So from the second quarter on, guess what they were doing? They were trapping Luka, which is why Luka only scored 11 points the rest of the way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now he got 8 assists. He could have had more than that, but if people were just hitting their shots. But there was a lot of wide open
Same old
threes people were
story.
missing. Yeah, exactly the same story. But a few of those shots, like King was saying, you had Dodo and them. You could tell it was a little rust from Dodo. Listen, Josh Green though.
Josh Green.
Oh my God, I miss Josh Green, bro. His energy.
Yeah.
It was to the point that he was a threat on the offensive boards today, bro. They called what was it 3 offensive fouls on him? Trying to get the offensive rebound. Dodo came in and got you a couple offensive rebounds. We really missed these guys, man. And I think if they didn't get hurt and we played this game today, like they had always been here this whole time, we played this game today, I think we would have won. Because there was a lot of wide open threes that Dodo missed that I think that he would have made if he wasn't, rusty, been out. I think they said Dodo been out for how long? Dodo been out? They said I saw it today and I forgot what it was.
It might have been the longest in his career.
It might have been. Josh been out for 20 games.
Yeah.
I can't remember. They said how long Dodo was out, but I was like, Jesus, man. But yeah, like I said, man, you already see just the sliver of impact that they had in the game today, man, with those 2 guys back, and we really missed it, man. Yeah, it's just the defense, bro. Greg, let me get your opinion on this, man, because we here in Dallas. We had a fan, I don't know if you heard about it, a fan put up a billboard, or he did a mural here downtown about the Luka needs help. Well, yeah. let me get your opinion on that whole situation, man, because I know me and King talk about this all the time. The Glow Yard talks about it all the time. The fact that we feel like Luka, it's just like games like this. That's no disrespect to Christian Wood or Spencer Dinwiddie, right? Like we like those guys. But you see the difference between DeJounte Murray's impact compared to those guys' impact. You know what I'm saying? It's like a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like I think King, you brought it up to me. What was it? A few shows ago when you asked me, who would I rather have out of DeJounte Murray and Spencer Dinwiddie? And when he was doing this tonight, I said, "Damn, that's why King said what he said." So, but yeah, what's your opinion on that whole situation, man? With the whole mural downtown that fan painted. Great.
Yeah, well, basically in Slovenia, that Luka needs help. This is nothing new, We talk about this all the time, Of course, he's our guy, and we treat him a lot like that, But anyway, I don't think it was nothing disrespectful, especially because a fan made this up. This is original his opinion, and I think he's right.
We all do.
Luka is now in the 5th season with the Dallas Mavericks. We saw the experiment with Kristaps. It didn't work out as good as we all think it would. But right now with Christian Wood addition, I think they are a very good duo. Spencer Dinwiddie is a great player. I love him, but he's not constant. He's not at that same level that he was back in the Washington or Nets days. But anyway, Luka is championship caliber, So around that kind of player, you need great additions. But right now, I don't see that. Unfortunately, as you were mentioning, guys, before the defense, the one more thing, adjustments in the game. I think that Kid or whoever is not doing enough to help Luka and other guys to change something in the game.
Yep.
If they trap Luka, so Luka today scored 19 in the first quarter.
11.
I mean,
11 the rest of the way. Yeah.
It was a different game after that quarter, But also we saw that against the Portland, they trapped him all first half, So this was a good strategic game for Portland. Then it worked out, and I don't see that coming from the Dallas. This is one problem. The second, Luka may need more help. Of course, we have time now on this trade deadline. It's like 1 month left, something like that.
February
Probably a
9th.
little less than a
So
month. Yeah.
yeah, I really hope something would happen here, because if it's not going to, I mean, I don't see this team going any forward than last year. But last year, the conference finals, this is great achievement. This
Right.
is really amazing achievement. But the, the championship, it doesn't just came like, you have to change something, and this is urgent right now for the Mavs.
You know what's funny, Greg? You said that when you talked about adjustments.
Yeah,
You heard me just say that teams are starting to trap Luka. We've seen it so many times here over the last handful of games, and yet Kid and them have still not found a way to try to free him up off the traps or
yeah,
something to utilize those positions or whatever, right? And that's the part I don't understand, because I think I heard one of the guys, it might have been Derek Harper, said this I think a couple games ago when they started doing it.
yeah.
You know, like they got to find a way to help Luka on the traps. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you saw when Luka was talking to Christian Wood on one of them. He's like, "Yo, stand right there, because they're gonna trap me every time I touch the ball over the top
He
of the
saw
key
the
or whatever."
play. He saw the defensive play of other team. Yeah,
Yeah,
Can I play devil's advocate a
Go
little
ahead.
bit? Is it just that Kid doesn't have the personnel as well?
Ooh,
Is it partially the personnel as well? Because we see that play. I told you, when Christian Wood stands in the middle,
yeah,
that pass to the wide open corner is open every time, and it's about
right,
guys knocking down shots, man. Like, it's just simple as that. Like, if they're going to do that every time, and three's worth more than two, and you're a shooter on that corner, you're one of the best shooters in the world. You call yourself Reggie Bullock. You have to constantly knock down that shot every time you're wide open. You know, like, or at least like 9 out of 10 times when you're wide open. It can't be 1 out of 3 on a
right.
wide open shot. Like, it can't be that. So it's just, what other moves do you do? The only other guy you can put in the middle right there is Christian Wood. We know that. What else is there to do?
yeah.
Man, we're gonna have to do a show, King, between now and then. I kind of wish we could do it sooner than later, because we've been getting hit by different Glow Yard members on Twitter with these different trade scenarios. And one of them, I think they heard something from Bobby Marks. I kind of want to get your opinion on. But we'll probably get to that soon. Probably in another show. Nah, you right, man. We always talk about the fact that we don't have shooters. We have guys who can shoot. That's a difference. But they're not shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always say how a JJ Redick or a Kyle Korver or somebody like that, those were considered shooters.
Yeah.
But the guys on our team, they can shoot. They're just not shooters. I don't care what Reggie Bullock say. He's not a shooter. He can shoot, but he's not a shooter. Shooters, like you said, King, shooters are consistent. That's their job. They're specialists. They come in, they hit you with them long bombs whenever you need them. You know what I'm saying? So to open up the offense, especially for ball handlers. But nah, you right, man. What other takeaways you got from the game today, man?
That's basically it. I told you the defense basically. There's no. He said adjustments. I don't know an adjustment we can make right now. I told you I'm sitting here just waiting for the trade deadline right now. I have nothing else, because
Yeah.
without a trade, there's no Luka MVP. That train is that ship is almost gone.
Yeah, I was thinking that tonight, bro.
The Joker is almost about to average 10 assists a game. He's at 9-8 now. So, like, and he's going out and having games now. He's just getting 15, 10, and 10. You feel me? Like just chump change games and win it, just to get his averages up. So
Hold on, I'm sorry. You said what now, King? He's scoring how much
he's
and doing
scoring
what?
like 15, 12, and 10 just to get his averages up, and he's able to
And
do that because his team is better.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But it is what it is. So, I mean, I thought it was Lucas. The numbers are there, but like, we're not going to win 50 games.
I told you. Well, we said this. It's like, yeah, Luka's putting the numbers up, but what have we been saying this whole time? They have to have the wins with those numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially now when you got Tatum over in the East, and then you got Jokic over here in the West with the best records in their conferences or whatever, and they're also performing at the same time. So it's real simple to say, yeah, one of them is MVP, because best player on the best team scenario. You know what I'm saying? So we've always said, 'cause like if they had to stack the wins up with Luka putting these numbers up, and then on top of that, you already have the narrative of like you don't have any help. So those three things right there would have given you the MVP, but you missing that one part of one of those three out of that scenario, and that's the wins. You're not getting the wins.
We're not
I
getting.
was thinking that at the start of the season. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but at the season start, we had like 5 wins and 3 losses, and all 3 losses were for 5 or less points, and in all those losses we were winning. We were basically that 3 games were basically won, but we lost. I mean, it was very frustrating for being here all night and seeing that, but that's the way it is. That's the way the season of Mavs is going on. Yeah.
Man, do y'all really think we're gonna be able to make it to the trade deadline? Because we're losing in bunches now, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we're almost back to 500.
Yeah, but February 9th, we gotta get to the 9th. We can make it to around. We can stay around 500 by the trade deadline. I think we'll be fine. It's just
around 500. Bro.
It's just fifth. So a couple things. One, I don't know if we're getting 50 wins. Like I said again, like that's wild that we might get like 45 or 46 wins. But two, like just I don't know, man. This trade deadline can't come soon enough. I don't know what we can do. Like I'm stuck in a moment right now of I don't know. Like I really have no clue, no answer what to do with this current squad. So I don't know, bro.
What we can give?
Christian
we have
Wood.
Bertans. It's like worth like what 15 millions, something like that, and he's playing like 5-6 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
the point also, Greg, you said something about Spencer Dinwiddie earlier. I didn't touch on. I wanted to touch on. Me and Rel talk about it a lot. We say Spencer Dinwiddie should come off the bench like he did last year. As far as that 6-man role, I feel like that fits him more, and it's a guaranteed ball handler. That he's the guy that sets the guys up, and that's usually what he does. Like Jason Kidd usually wants him to be the guy that's with the second unit, so he should be the guy on the bench and maybe start a Josh Green or somebody beside Luka Doncic. Get some more athleticism out there with him. You know, especially if you're gonna have Luka with the ball in his hands all the time, just get guys that can move and do stuff off of the ball with him, and let Spencer just come off the bench. But man, we need rebounders. We need defenders.
Yes,
we need everything, man. Like it's just so many things now we need.
Exactly. We need switchable wings, man. Like
shooters. Bro, what don't we need other than Luka?
Yeah, that's the short part. Yeah, what don't we need exactly?
You know, it's good, and you know what's funny? You said that, man, because now that you mentioned that, it's like we don't have just one hole to plug, and we're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Like. What was it last year? We didn't need another ball handler, right? Yeah. This year, like you said, we need rebounders. We need, defensive wings. We need another ball handler. All this extra stuff that we need.
In the playoffs, all we needed was a rebounder.
Yeah.
Playoffs, all we needed last year was a rebounder.
Nothing from him.
Yep, last year all we needed was rebounds, and we would have been fine because Kevon Looney took it over in the paint, and we couldn't stop possessions and all that. The Mavericks really just need somebody that can stop possessions. Like with Luka moving at the slowest pace and all that stuff, you cannot keep possessions going. You have to stop possessions, and it's just so annoying watching like Dwight Powell not be able to get a rebound. Like, why is he out there as a center when he cannot grab a rebound? Like,
you're so right. You're so right.
He's supposed to be the guy that jumps on pick and rolls. So if he can jump out the gym and dunk, why can't he jump and grab a rebound? I don't understand this guy Dwight Powell. I'm so confused.
Matter of fact,
there are games he's playing like 30 minutes and he grabs like 2 or 3 rebounds.
Hey, Greg, it's funny you said that. You know how many you got tonight?
Sorry, what?
You got you 2.
You got you 2.
You know how many rebounds you got you tonight? You got you 2.
Oh, God.
Yes,
I did not look at the stats line, but
as soon as you said that, I looked down. I was like, "Wow, you just named off his stats for tonight."
Bro,
he almost played. He played 21 minutes. He's close to 30, but and got you 2 rebounds. You right.
I'm laughing now, but it's actually not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny, but I heard you.
22 minutes and 2 rebounds from our starting center.
Yep. Yeah.
Bro,
we
JaVale
kind of
McGee played 3 minutes and got you one. Oh no, he didn't get you the rebound. Sorry, it's personal foul. Sorry, JaVale McGee. You wrong. You wrong.
hold on. Shots. All right. No, man, did you see Luka looking at the bench when JaVale got that offensive foul?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that Luka thinks that JaVale has very high basketball IQ.
Basketball IQ. He doesn't. So why did they sign? So the thing is that we're stuck because of the decision making that the management made.
Yep.
So like we're sitting there talking about rebounding. No disrespect to Maxey. He's not a rebounder. We just gave him $11 million. Right? No disrespect to JaVale McGee, we just said, but we just gave him whatever we gave him. Like, why? This makes Theo Pinson still making money. Like, this makes no sense, bro. So I'm not. And then we lock guys in for years, not like a 1-year contract where it's like, all right, you just give you money for this year and get out of here, whatever. Or even a 1 year and a player and a team option the next year or something like that, whatever. JaVale McGee got 3 years.
Yeah.
Maxi Kleber had 3 years after this.
You know what, guys? Joel had a pretty good year last year with Phoenix, you know. And right now he came to our squad, and Jason Kidd really don't know what to do with this guy. And not only with Joel, also with other guys, you know. As you said before, Dinwiddie would be a pretty good adjustment in the second line, you know. Right now, here in Slovenia, we're talking fans that Christian Wood should go to the first line, you know, starting 5. Now he's on the starting 5. I really do believe that Luka and him are great together on the floor.
Yep.
But right now, as you said before, this is not the only problem, and we have to figure it out. And this is the coaching, managing stuff, you know. But from the press conference after the games, from the Jason Kidd, all we hear is, oh, they need some time. We'll make some adjustment. We will see how it's going on. I mean, this is going on for 30 games right now.
I said this, Greg. I said this, I asked King this like a couple of shows ago. I said, hey, man, now last year, remember, it was like right after, January, like right at January 1st, we kind of turned the corner. Like, bro, we still playing the same way we played back in November and December here in January. Like,
yeah,
how much time do we need? We don't got much time, bro. Like, we got to figure this out, like, right now. Exactly. You need to start trying to pick up momentum now. Atlanta is picking up momentum, and they were worse than us. You know what I'm saying?
What are we practicing, bro? What are we practicing in these practices? I'm being dead serious. When they have in practice, what are the Mavericks practicing? Because
we're talking about practice.
I'm just saying, I guess
practice,
because I want to know what they practice, because we haven't seen the late game situation change, right? Like they still run that same Luka play, step back 3 for the
every single time.
We still don't know. They still don't know what to do out of the traps with Luka. Like that we still don't have the direct answer of stopping. We have nothing that can make them stop doing it. How about that? Usually you have plays that you go to where you say, okay, the defense is going to stop doing that, because if they try to do this, they're going to leave this wide open and we're going to make them pay. They have not, which means every team is going to continue to start doing this now. It's been a trend now, and every team's going to keep pressuring Luka heavy, and say other guys beat us.
We talked about this before, right? Greg, you probably know who I'm about to talk about. Ogre, Luka's former
Igor.
I'm sorry, Igor.
Oh, Igor, yeah.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah. Listen, I told King this before. I feel like I've been saying this probably 4 or 5 times on the show. I feel like the Mavericks offense took a step back when he left.
Man,
Jason Kidd is
right.
Listen, Jason Kidd is not an X's and O's coach. Now, listen, we give him the props in the world for the development, because we've never had a development coach like that here, right? We always used to Rick Carlisle just being a guy who you better come in here ready before you step foot on the court with him, right? So we're appreciative of him being a development coach, because if we had Jaden Hardy with Rick Carlisle, Jaden Hardy probably would have got traded already. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we're glad for that part.
Josh Green was almost there.
Josh Green. Remember, look at the jump that Josh Green took from being under Rick Carlisle to being under Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
And so, we talk about this before, man. Like, we miss him with the offense. Now, I told King, I think that St. Jean is supposed to be are Igor now. But I don't know a lot about St. Jean. I know about Igor. I've said this before. I know about Igor. And look at not Miami. Sorry. Look at the Brooklyn Nets offense right now with him over there running their offense. Like, it's night and day, man. Like, that's one of the reasons why we struggle in those out of timeout plays, crunch time plays, the offense in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no creativity with the offense, man. And it's like, I don't understand it. I really don't.
About Igor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys know, but he was our head coach of Slovenian national team at Eurobasket, you know. I mean, this guy is fantastic. You know, he runs the play. Every single game, we have something new. No, even in the finals or the semifinals, we ran some completely different game plans than before. So the other team could not adjust. You know, they did not know what hit them in which way from which player, and every single player on the squad knew his role. You know, right now, as you guys were mentioning, if there are like 5 seconds to go in the last quarter, the whole world knows what's gonna happen. Give the ball to Luka in approximately, I don't know, 100 feet from the hoop, and he's going to shoot it a step back. Probably
And
he's going.
prime example of that, Greg. Look at the Milwaukee game.
Yep.
Milwaukee game.
Yeah, the one here in Dallas when Luka, like, they had, I forgot how many seconds it was on the clock, and it's like the play was just give it to Luka and he just shoots it wherever he's at. It's like, that was what you took a timeout for that. Like, what are we talking? What are we doing? Like, you didn't draw anything up. So when that play went through and Luka missed it, man, Luka was mad. He didn't shake any hands.
Of course,
he mugged the sideline and just walked right into the court. I mean, to the locker room, bro. Like, he was mad. Like, I don't know, man. Kid needs to do something, man. And I know they're trying to groom up St. Jean or whatever the case is, man. But man, come on, man. We're gonna lose. Luka's gonna lose his faith in this franchise, man, very quick if they don't do something.
Every year is a year wasted away. And Luka's already said he doesn't plan on playing 20 years. As I keep saying, we're in 5 right now. So if it's 15, we've already wasted a third of it already. So,
but what I tell you last show, King, I said we should be the Boston Celtics right now.
Yeah.
After Luka's third year, we should have been the Boston Celtics.
Why, Greg? Do you have any idea of why Igor left the team? Because we don't know why. He has the same role over in Brooklyn, so we didn't know why he left the team. We just heard he was gone.
Sorry, guys. No, I have no information about Igor, and I'm also very sad that we lost him. But what I want to pick out right now is how interesting is that we here in Slovenia thinks the same that you are guys thinking right now about the whole game, the whole process of the Mavs, and the whole game plan. It's basically the same. We also think that Luka is, I wouldn't say wasting his time right now in Dallas, but Dallas is wasting their time with Luka.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's a good point, Greg. I like the way you said that.
And it hurts when he said that.
Their time with Luka. Yep, because they may not have.
I mean, they have a phenomenal, a generational type of a player that.
Yes.
They are going to be years for another Luka or another. I don't know, but.
King,
you have him
talk about
right now. What are you doing, man? Give him some help around him, or just make some adjustment, make some plays to make his life easier. Come on.
Shout out Slovenia. Shout out you guys right now. And if you guys can't see his clock on the wall, it's like it's almost 5:50 in the morning right now. So definitely love for that, Greg. Thank you.
Listen, you right, Greg. You definitely are right. We've said this a million times. You know, see, we're used to this now because Dirk went through this same thing, right? Now, he eventually won a championship, but Dirk can barely walk right now. He looked like a mummy walking right now. because he literally had to put his whole entire body, had to sacrifice his whole entire body just to get that one championship because Mark Cuban and them didn't put the proper team around him, right? He kept taking pay cuts and they never put a team around him.
Yeah,
and so
the buttons were just right, you know?
Yeah.
For that 1 year.
For that one.
Yeah, Jason Kidd was a perfect point guard for Dirk. Dirk was obviously the star. They got a great rebounder on Tyson Chandler, wasn't it? Right?
Yeah.
They had Jason Terry he's a shooter. Jason Terry is a shooter.
Yeah.
He's a shooter, yes.
You give him those shots. Those guys get Jason Terry knocking down all those shots. I believe it.
You know what?
I would the ball for the second unit. They had everything. And they got cocky LeBron and D Wade on the other side. It went perfect.
And, you know, like I said, when the thing, me and King talked about this on the last show, because Mark Cuban, he continues to hang on to that 2011 championship. So whenever one of us come out and call him out on it, or, hey, man, you need to give Luka some help, he'll dangle that championship right in your face. Remember that championship in 2011? And it's like, but this is
disrespectful to talk about the help.
Yeah, it's like, bro, how long are you gonna hold on to that championship? Like, that championship doesn't benefit Luka. He didn't win that championship. That's not his championship.
Can we get
help this man? Help him get a championship now.
Can we get Mark Cuban's email, bro? Can we get Mark Cuban's email from that guy and email him this show so he can see that it's not even just in Dallas, it's in Baltimore, and Slovenia, and everywhere else, that we can all see what's going on with this team. That it's not just that he calls us toxic Mavs fans, but for some reason, all the Mavs fans across the world can see the same thing.
That's the funny thing, King. It's like everybody can see this, but you.
But him. Everybody can see it.
I understand that, bro. It's like, okay. Everybody's saying the same thing.
The national media, the local media, the fans all across the world. Everybody says it, but when somebody
international
puts a mural up,
when
somebody puts a mural up, though, it's disrespectful. Like he hadn't heard it before. So
it's everyday theme here in Slovenia. We talk about that every single morning. You know, when the team loses, or even when the team wins it. You know, because probably when the Mavs won, Luka has like 35 points and 10 assists and something like that, almost a triple-double, if not a triple-double. And sometimes when Mavs lost, he's got like, 50 points and still got lost.
I think, have they still only won one game so far this year with Luka had less than 30?
Really?
I think it's something like that still. I think they've only won one game this year with Luka has scored less than 30.
I lost track of that, man. Because maybe at one point it was like if he scored anything less than 30, you didn't win anything. Remember that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you still think of any other games where you can sit and say Luka got less than 30 and we won?
I might have to look at the box score and stuff, but you might be right, bro. You might be right.
That's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous, and it's like you don't think Mark Cuban doesn't think Reggie Bullock has heard all year that he's been not good. You don't think
he has, because remember Theo said it on his podcast. Yeah, so
you don't exactly, and the players are saying stuff. So you don't think that Spencer Dinwiddie just said it on the show. You don't think these players hear what the national media and the local media is saying about this team? You don't think they hear that? You think a mural is what it takes for them to be like, oh, you know what? This is disrespectful. What's going on? You don't think Reggie Bullock knew he had one of the worst 3-game, 4-game, 5-game stretches of a player that plays starter minutes or 30 minutes a game ever when we were talking about that?
Hold on. We still talk about the same
Reggie Bullock has the most credit on the whole NBA.
I was going to say, remember, this is the same guy, too, that when he was struggling last year, put Shooter on his shoes and continued to struggle. So I don't believe he can. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do think he thinks like, oh, it ain't nothing, I'll be all right type thing. And he's like, no, bro, you've been struggling for over 40 games. Bro, it ain't like just a couple of weeks, bro. You've been struggling for half a season, bro. Like this is real.
I don't care how hot Reggie Bullock gets. It will be hard for him to get to 35% for the season this year. That's how much trash he's been.
That dude went to suit 100% every game the rest of the way.
To get to 35% for the season.
You don't call a shooter when you have a 35-point percentage from the 3-point line.
No, not especially when you're not shooting difficult threes. All his threes are basically
Bro, Luka leads the league in setting up players for wide open attempts.
Yeah.
All you ask for as an NBA player, let me shoot a wide open shot. You don't want anybody in your face guarding you. You want to shoot a wide open shot.
Easiest
you get those
shot.
Opportunities and don't even thank you.
Like, the easiest shot is a catch and shoot shot. These
That's
guys
right.
are getting catch and shoot shots and can't shoot 40% or nowhere near 40% on catch and shoot. These are the again. These are the easiest. This is when you're supposed to shoot over 40%. You're
Right.
catch and shoot. These are wide open catch and shoot
Well,
shots.
Spencer is. He probably
Well,
he's probably
Spencer
the only
shoots
one.
difficult threes. Spencer's actually a 3-point shooter this year. Like he's actually a legit 3-point shooter. He doesn't just shoot catch and shoot threes. He creates them off the dribble, a bunch of step back threes. Like Spencer's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer should probably be in a 3-point shootout this year, but that's a different story. But yeah, like we don't have shooters. It's too many guys where there's a question mark. Like no disrespect to like Josh Green, we love him. He's not there yet, but like he's a question mark. But right now, I'm like respecting his three more than Reggie Bullock right now. You feel me? Like
Sure.
I'm like, what is shooting?
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
He been out for 20-some games.
That's what I'm
so,
saying.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Why isn't he knocking down wide open threes? He's supposed to be a shooter when he's out there. Like every wide open, like you said, Jason Terry. When Jason Terry was wide open, it was hand down, man down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
We have nobody on this team where I can feel like, you know what? Nobody's in his face. He's going to knock that down. Even when everybody else plays the Mavericks, they seem to knock down wide open threes. John Collins shooting 27%.
You said John Collins? Oh,
John
okay.
Collins shooting 27% from three this year. He gets wide open threes against the Mavericks, though. Knocks them down just like it's easy. Like they constantly do that against the Mavericks, but for some reason, Mark Cuban and these guys think these guys are like worth it or they're just good guys or whatever. Like, I just don't understand their worth. I don't understand why he's keeping them. What are they good at? What are they good? Not average, not okay, suspect. Name me something these guys are good at. That's what I want to know. And Mark can't do it.
Yeah, they say that Reggie Bullock is not good. He's kind of great on the defensive end.
No, not anymore.
I'm sorry if you're picking up 130 per game. It doesn't help you with Bullock or no Bullock. I mean,
it's funny too about that, Greg. We talked about that before, right? We talked about the fact that if you're not hitting your shots, you have to be great at something else, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
like you just said,
exactly.
if he's not hitting his shots and he's not playing defense, then what are you good for right now?
Yeah. And one more thing about Green, he's not considered a shooter, but he's shooting probably better than Bullock.
Reggie Bullock. Yep, he is.
44%.
And also, Luka is passing the ball to Bullock and other guys that they should check the ball, shoot it, and in the middle of the shot, they should say, "Thank you, Luka," and then hit it.
Uh-huh. These guys are not shooters at all. It just is what it is. They're not great at anything. It's just, again, bro, like, what are they good at? Somebody tell me what these guys are good at.
Yeah. Way before the season, the whole Mavs crew, Jason Kidd, Cuban, Nico Harrison, and other guys came to Slovenia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there was one question in the press conference: are you satisfied with the whole team? And Nico and Mark look at each other and said, "Yeah, we're okay." And all the media there were like, "Damn, they really don't know what they're saying."
Oh, we needed a third ball handler back then for some reason. No, we got Josh Green, Franklin Lakina, and those guys.
Dodo. Remember they said Dodo.
Dodo, yep. He's learned a little bit. He can be a ball handler. What? Yep. Goran Dragic.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, did y'all think that Goran Dragic was coming to Dallas?
Well, there was a lot of media talk here in Slovenia about Goran coming to Dallas. We were really cheering for that. We got all hopes for Goran because we knew Goran. He is a fighter, He would do anything for his team. Despite he's a veteran, he can still get you 15 or 20 minutes per game, and he can contribute you 5-6 assists per game. Not mentioning he can shoot the ball way better than Reggie Bullock.
Ooh,
and
shots.
Hold on, Greg.
Hold on,
Greg. Hold on 1 second.
Shots.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and they said he's too old, and I was hearing so many stuff, and then you bring Campazzo. He is a fantastic EuroLeague player, but the game is way different in the EuroLeague. You cannot compare EuroLeague right now with the player who just came from the EuroLeague to the NBA.
You can't
Right.
shoot.
Goran is veteran. He's got experience. He's a great friend with Luka, like
Form-
Boban was. You
Former
have
All Star, Greg. Former All Star.
Yeah, former
Don't leave it
All-Star,
out
of
there.
course, former third
Multi-time,
NBA team.
multi-time All-Star.
I mean, it, and you
Right.
got some other guys on the team,
Going
like you
Dragic,
mentioned, Frank and Kilina,
man.
Theo Pinson. Theo Pinson is a great guy, but he's not a great basketball player.
No.
They could have got Going Dragic for the low. Going Dragic is better than, let me name. At this point, this is only at this point right now. This is not
Go
what
ahead.
I think projected. This is at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in Jaden Hardy. Going Dragic is better than him right now, and I love Jaden. I still think Jaden Hardy gonna be the dude. I'm just saying.
Right now, we're talking about right now.
He's better than Reggie Bullock.
Yep.
Right. He's better than Frank Ntilikina.
Yep.
He's better than Davis Bertans. He's better than JaVale McGee.
Oh my God.
Right, like I'm how far up the line can I go and say that guy is better than these guys, and you decided not to bring him on the team?
That's not what Mark Cuban thinks.
That was actually, I think we heard, Greg, that was Jason Kidd that said that Goran Dragic was too old and he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play him minutes but he went and got JaVale McGee. He's the reason JaVale McGee is on our team as well, which is Jason Kidd.
I'm gonna kick this kid's ass.
Hey, and he promised JaVale McGee a starting position.
Yep.
I can probably count on one hand how many games that JaVale didn't play total this year. You know what I'm saying? But he's supposed to be our starting center. Remember, our biggest weakness in the playoffs, like King just said, was rebounding. We need size in the paint. You know what I mean? And you get this guy and you don't even play him. He played 3 minutes a day, but how often does he actually play a game? You know?
I'd rather have Goran Dragic in our starting lineup right now than JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd rather have Gordon right now in our starting lineup than Reggie Bullock.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
That's true. That's so sad, guys.
I'd rather have Goran than Dwight Powell.
Bro, and you know what's funny, King? I thought about this earlier. You remember when it wasn't anybody on the show except for Smito. But you remember on Twitter that they had folks on there talking about we owe Dwight Powell an apology. You remember that?
They do that every year, bro. I don't know why.
We said that. We said, bro, somebody tells us
run.
every year that we owe Dwight Powell an apology when he has 5 good games in a row or whatever.
Remember last year, bro?
Yeah.
He was having the
Greg,
best. He was having the best run of his career before the playoffs. Remember, we were saying in the playoffs, hopefully he steps up this time because he was playing the best basketball of his career before the playoffs last year, and then he was
barely playable.
Then he just disappeared, and they were telling us to apologize to him beforehand, but then couldn't be played in the playoffs.
And then remember when he finally got back into the lineup and he had those like 3 or 4 good games. They're like, oh, you owe him an apology. Where those people at now, King?
What team? I don't know where they are, but what team ever has a guy that can't play in the playoffs that starts him next year?
Dallas.
Name me. No other team, right? Because even Jalen Brunson and all that stuff, they said when they couldn't play him, they put him on the bench, right?
Right.
But for some reason, Dwight Powell keeps starting.
Bro, because he earned his minutes, bro. Why you
community service?
This?
I'm sorry.
Community service. He earns his minutes. Okay.
He did his minutes.
You heard Jason Kidd, man. He earned his minutes.
It's like he in prison or something. He got his community service minutes. I understand.
Yeah. Hey, we gonna find a way to name that, bro. I like
what
you
you
just
put
said.
that community service minutes in there. I got you.
Community. Hey, you know what? From now on, his name is Community Service.
Community service. That's his name.
That's his name. We got it. Bam. You heard it, Glow Yard. Community Service. All right, fellas. Let's go ahead and get into the game ball. So, Brett, the way we usually do this, we give the game ball to a Maverick no matter the wins or the losses. So tonight, man, who are you giving the game ball to tonight?
Well, I do trust Luka, but I would probably put Luka on a different situation. You know, everybody expect from Luka that he will hit a 3-point shot with a step back, but why not make it into the layup or just drive to the first line and make assist to outside? Anyway, you know, I don't just a different scenario.
I've been saying this.
It's coming from Slovenia, bro. This from all the way in Slovenia.
And I'm saying before, you guys are thinking the same as we do. Actually, I can realize that now. I mean, from our perspective.
Right.
Your game is so different than ours. But right now, talking to you guys,
The
we,
same
we,
thing.
we could share the practice. We could share the team here. I mean, only the Jason Kidd and Mark Cuban couldn't surround around us, probably.
They the only ones don't seem to get it, Greg. I don't know. And it's like me and King talked about this before too. It's like because so many people are saying it, they don't want to like say for example, we talking about Christian Wood starting, right? It's like
Yeah,
Kid didn't want to start Christian Wood because he didn't want to prove us right, you know. And of course he ended up starting him because he had to. We had nobody else to put in that position, you know what I'm saying? So he had to start him. But as far as him starting him because it was the right thing to do, he
yeah.
didn't want to do that because to spite the fans. And that was one of the problems. Same thing with Mark Cuban. He, despite the fans, I'm not gonna go get a superstar to help Luka. I'm not gonna put better players around Luka. I'm just gonna get Frank Ntilikina and give him 30 minutes a game and hope for the best. You know what I mean? It's
You know,
like
That's your boy,
yeah.
bro. Frank
You know
Ntilikina.
what? I don't understand. We brought up Christian Wood, who was a star in the Houston. He
Mhm.
was their main player, and
right.
you bring him to the Dallas, and you bring him what to give him a minutes from the bench?
Glow,
Come
y'all,
on,
you
man.
hear? Glow, y'all hear him? 'Cause
This is ridiculous. This is
Certain people, do y'all
ridiculous
hear him?
beyond ridiculous. I mean, come on. Everybody expect the guy who averaged like 17 points and 10 rebounds that he would came behind Powell. I really do not understand the logic behind it.
Shots. All right.
Bunch of shots on this show.
Yeah, I'm liking this. Who you giving the game ball to, King?
I have no clue, bro. I've looked at this and I'm like, I wanted to kind of try to give it to Reggie. But let me ask you this question: do you feel like Trae Young had a bad game today? I know he didn't score, but do you feel like he had a bad game?
Not a bad game, but he didn't have a great game.
So I felt like he controlled the game, if that makes sense. I felt like a lot of them times when
Hold on. Let me see if Demond is in here, bro. Let me see. I can't read out. It's too many question comments. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead and say it.
but
It's too late
I
now.
felt like he controlled the game though. I felt like that lob, that run past the guy, throw up the lob was just there all night for him. Like,
All
and he
night.
kept getting Reggie Bullock with that. So that's why I don't want to give Reggie the pass because Reggie, even though Trey didn't have great numbers, like as far as the scoring, I felt
It's
like
an impact.
he was still impacting the game and cooking them, like to get that open assist and all that. Somebody had to help over off of Trey Young. I mean, on Trey Young for him to get the wide open assist. So I felt like that kept happening. So
But
yikes!
I thought that Reggie Bullock is such a great defender.
Question.
Wait, bro.
Yeah.
So why didn't they throw like Josh Green on Trey Young a little bit more tonight? Because Trey Young been cooking Reggie Bullock since he was in New York.
Yep, since he was in New York, kept cooking him. Reggie, bruh, did you see them throw the ball up the court? And Reggie not know if he can go for the ball because he was afraid Trey Young was gonna get by him and just like get him for a foul or something like that. Where Trey just kept walking with the ball, looking at it, and Reggie
Yeah.
didn't know to jump at it. He was scared. Like, I don't know to go for it because I'm afraid he might make me do something I don't want to do or something. Like, how are you a great defender and you doing that? How, bro? So I'm gonna get a game ball to you. I'm gonna give it to Spencer Dinwiddie because I felt like he kept us close in that second half where he was making bucket at the bucket that was big. So I'm gonna give it to Spencer. I'm gonna find a way, and Greg, we really find a way not to give it to Luka. The game ball really is the Luka Doncic ball, but
Literally every game.
we try to give it to somebody else if we can. So I'm gonna try to give it to Spencer Dinwiddie today. I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to C Wood, but he had that early foul trouble,
Yeah.
and he just looked off a little. Not. Oh man, listen, that's what I was gonna say too. Do you see what I've been saying about C Wood not getting his foul calls?
Yep, all the time. Did you see him get hit from behind on a break where he ran it and dunked it, and the dude just hit him from behind? He looked like what
He was getting hit by Conwoo and by John Collins, no calls. But when he backs down and lowered his shoulder, they call it offensive foul. I said this last show. I said they constantly call it offensive fouls, but they never see the fouls that they have against on Christian Wood or whatever, right? So it happened again tonight. Like I said, Christian Wood should be averaging anywhere from 6 to 7, maybe 8. free throw attempts a game. He's not doing that. Because then he's not getting any calls.
He need to hit that iron though too.
Yeah,
See what I want him. If he stays here, I want him to go maybe get a little, maybe 10, 15 more pounds.
Because it's like he's like a perimeter size, but he has a post player's skill set that makes sense.
He's like, and he's
like he's not fast enough to be a perimeter guy.
No,
but then he's not big enough to be you know what I'm saying? Like he's not big enough to be that post guy. So I don't know. I'm with you though.
I want him to gain some weight though, because I think it'll help him with the free throw line. I think because a lot of the time he's flailing, if that makes sense, because he's so thin. So it looks the refs can't call it because they think any contact is making a move, if that makes sense, because he can't stand his ground.
But we brushed Damian Lillard's jersey. He got like 18.
Damian Lillard, the superstar. Damian Lillard, the superstar, bro. You know it's a difference. Damian Lillard, the superstar, though. I'm not saying he should get it. I'm just saying.
No, and I hear you.
One's not. So
that just makes up. But no, you're right.
What it is.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna give it to Spencer Dinwiddie too, man. He looked nice out there today, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Greg, you gonna stick around for a little bit, or you finna head out?
I have approximately 20 minutes, so.
Okay.
I like you guys. I would like to stick around more.
Yes, sir, man. You definitely welcome, man. We finna do the questions and comments, guys. Listen, if you're here in the comment section, you guys got a question or a comment that you're trying to address to us, you already know what to do. Hit us with the WTM in front of your question or your comment, guys, so that way we know you're addressing us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members. We usually try to see if there's any super chats in here first. We hit those first, and then we hit the regular comments. But King, I saw something special in here you're gonna like, man.
Yeah, I saw it too. I saw it.
Shout out to my cuz, man, King Lee, man. He just became a member, y'all. Our first member. Appreciate that, man. Nice. We definitely appreciate that. There were some people I seen in here saying they can't find the member option. I would say, guys, go to our show page, and it should be up there. I just looked on my phone, so go to the show page and see if you can find it on there, guys. It should be up there, right there next to where you have already subscribed at. So you guys can go up there and see if you can find the join button. Let me see if there's no super chats. Okay, yeah, appreciate that, cuz, man. Got our first member of the show. Like I said, guys, if you guys want to see more videos like this, with guys like Greg, where we do collabs, because we definitely got a lot more to come. Go ahead and hit that join button, guys. We're gonna start doing these videos for the members of the channel. So hit that join button, guys, if you want to see these type of videos.
We're thinking of starting like in February. That way we can get a couple people in there before we just have one member, because we can do a whole show for King.
Right. All right, man. Here we go, man. First up, we got Ashton. He says, at this point, what are we playing for? Luka MVP or championship? Don't look like neither, to be honest with you, Ashton.
Bro, I don't trust the first round right now. Right now, we got to play Sacramento. We haven't played Sacramento at all yet.
Didn't I ask you that?
It's because Sacramento, though. And you know how we play against Sacramento.
I was just about to say, you know how we are with Sacramento, man.
Yep. Yeah, right now is us versus Sacramento. We haven't played them at all yet. Like, the way it's looking, I wouldn't be surprised if Sacramento beat us all 3 times, whatever we play.
Man, Dallas better make a trade, because right now we not having faith in this team right now. Did, what's good, man? Says, can Luka just for once score 10 points minus free throws and have his team win? That's a good one. Please, that was what Trey did tonight. He said, still won the game. This is a joke. Teams would double nowadays, now always. Yeah, I said that, deal. It's like if you pay attention to the last handful of games, they are trapping the heck out of Luka, man. And other teams are which is smart. I'm not mad about them doing it. That's just smart. That's what I would do. You double Luka, you make the other guys beat you. Now, like you just said, luckily for Atlanta, they got DeJounte Murray. Man, shout out to DeMond and them, because I watched their channel, and they've been dogging DeJounte Murray and them other guys. They didn't look bad tonight. They had more guys that could put matter of fact, the balance across the board is something I wish we had. So,
bro, I'm kind of getting on that John Collins train. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Bro,
for some reason it's like he keeps like interviewing for the Mavs. It's like, come on and get me, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking that today too, man. I was watching. I'm like, man, John Collins looking nice, bro. I'm not.
He keep asking the Mavericks to get him, man. Every time he come here, he's like, come on,
man. Yeah, he looked nice tonight, man. Oh, and Greg, you want to comment on these, man? You can go ahead and comment too, man.
Cool. Okay.
Ashton says defense was bad and Luka played bad in the fourth with 7. Jeez, he had 7 in the fourth.
I ain't know he had 7 in the fourth. Wow, yeah.
It was 7 turnovers in the last quarter.
Jeez. Let me look at all the stats. I'll tell you for sure how many he had.
This is way too
7.
much.
Yeah, Luka had 7 turnovers altogether. So I don't think it was in the fourth. I think it's just all together.
Just in
Okay.
general.
Anyway, still
That's still a
7
lot.
turnovers.
That's still a lot, yeah.
Still way more than a lot.
Dang, boy.
How did you hold up, bro? How did JaVale McGee play 3 minutes to get you 2 turnovers?
Oh, remember? He had the
know,
offensive
but just
yeah. And that's when Luka was mad. I remember when Luka was looking at the bench like
got
get
you
him out of
no
here type of thing.
rebounds, a personal foul, and
It
2
was-
turnovers.
Yeah, it wasn't the first time that Luka did that. He did that before.
Yeah, he has. He did, yeah.
What?
We talked about that too. Like
Yeah.
I don't think he likes JaVale McGee, bro. I don't think he likes JaVale.
That shit
Did
got
he call him in the first practice Jamal?
Joel.
Yeah,
Joel.
Joel. Or no, what was it?
Joel
Joel?
like Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Joel, yeah, of course it was Joel, yeah. Whoa, maybe Luka thought it was Embiid.
Embiid, man.
Maybe
I
he
was
expected they
shoot.
would get him a
He was
help
like,
like
whoa,
Embiid.
Embiid. That's probably why Luka was saying, "Yeah, I trust the team." He thought he was getting Embiid.
He said, Joel, what?
Said Joel, yep.
Div says Ashton Luka didn't play bad. He just didn't play to what we are used to, which is MVP level. Yet the team still can't beat a 500 record team when he isn't dropping 40 points. Just lack of talent. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, right.
Would you call this one a good game?
No. This is one of those cases. This is one of those cases I was telling you. It's like Luka can just wake up and get you 30. Like he literally steps out his bed 30.
Yeah, he's gonna get you 30, but you can't have 8 assists and 7 turnovers. Like that's nasty.
Exactly. That's a nasty ratio, man.
Yeah, that's almost 1-to-1.
Yeah. Oh, Greg, this for you, man. My boy TGK, he said, shout out to Greg's Court.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Greg, follow him too, man. TGK TV. He's also a Mav.
I did on the Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I need on the YouTube also, of course.
Yeah, follow him on YouTube. He does pregame shows. He does the pregame shows. We do the postgame shows.
That's great. That's great. You got all covered up.
Yeah, pretty much. Div says, nice to see Greg's Court on your show. Looking forward to it. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see.
We got fans in the house.
Got fans, man. Div says, I think you guys are correct. A trade must happen. This is getting embarrassing. Like I said, Div, King said we got into the ninth. What's that? 3 weeks away?
Heel change. Turn into a heel.
Like, are we gonna make it? That's like I don't want to slip back under 500, bro. I don't want to slip back under 5. I don't want to slip back under the 6th seed. I don't want to play with that. You know, the playing stuff, bro. I want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
And we're losing, and then you got Sacramento winning. It's starting to become harder for us to even get to the 4th seed, let alone the 3rd seed.
Bro, the Pelicans winning.
Yeah, the Pelicans are winning.
They're not even healthy. And we can't win.
What does that tell you, King?
Tell you this team not good. The Pelicans got other players on their team. Are we going to
like Dave just said, Luka got to literally score 40 for us to win a game.
Do you want to touch that point about Luka, about what Mark Cuban said was possibly a lie? But that it was reports about Tim McMahon and all I'm saying about Luka?
I was gonna save all that for another show because that's a lot to touch on that, bro. A lot to touch on that.
We can wait. And I know it was just hot news off the
yeah. I was sitting there thinking today, like we got to find a way to squeeze that in. Because we got some people who want to do.
You guys, do you know that I met Tim McMahon on here in Slovenia?
Tim was over there. That's what I'm saying. I get to Slovenia. It sounds like everybody can meet each other. It's intimate over in Slovenia.
Yeah, Tim said he liked it. He said he loved it up there.
Yeah, JK said he loved it too. He said he drank a bunch of wine.
And a beer.
That might explain a lot. Live was good, man. Said, what's up, Glow Yard? Not a bad game, even though we lost. I see lots of positives to take in this one. He said, I think soon we are about to go on a big win stride. Lies.
That's a positive attitude.
That definitely is positive. I hope you're right, Lies. I definitely hope you're right, man.
I hope so
Cause
too, Lies, man.
I don't have anything to grasp to right now, man. Just yeah.
We have no rebounding. If we have, I'm telling you, it's a big piece of it is that rebounding.
That's
We just
a
can't stop
huge
possessions,
gaping
man.
hole, bro.
We
Yeah.
cannot stop possessions, and I hate it.
Because like you said, I seen it today for sure. There was a lot of times like Dallas got to stop, but just couldn't close out the complete stop by getting the rebound.
Nope. It's a lot of times when you sit there around, you like, all right, just get a stop and go score. And you be like, all right, they stopped them. But then Clint Capella get an offensive rebound. Or the Mavericks foul.
Or Conwoo get an offensive rebound.
Or they foul. The Mavericks get an off-ball foul trying to get the rebound or something. I'm like, why don't you guys box out? Like, can no one box out? Does no one know how to box somebody out? Like, when the ball goes in the air and just stop them from able to get the ball?
These are basics.
Yeah, it's basics. Rob says, a.k.a. Robert Kelly. What's good, man? Says, he said, love you guys. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, man.
Love you too, bro. Sorry he made you change your name. That was real.
Oh, man. Coy says, bad loss. We played good on offense, but our defense is bleep. He said, love seeing Josh back. I don't know what needs to change, but something has to. Yeah, we definitely need to do something, y'all.
Cam Reddish.
We don't want this losing mentality to seep in, man, and get worse. You know what I mean? Gotta do something, bro. Coy also says, Hawks shot great tonight. Got to give it to him. Yeah.
Everybody shoot great.
Everybody did.
Everybody shoots great, though. Portland shot great.
Yeah. Like I said, we gave up 130 plus for the last three games so far. So, yeah, our defense right now ain't showing up.
We'd have lost to the Lakers if they had 3-point shooters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember, we beat them in double overtime. So, yeah.
Yep.
And
if
they
they
came
had
back on
3-point shooters, we'd have lost to them.
Johnny B says, I guess those guys back meant nothing. Another L on the board.
Not yet, Johnny.
Not going to go that far, Johnny. We're going to give it time, man. They just got back.
Yeah, first game. I ain't going to do it yet.
Coy said, don't see the join. Like I said, guys, go to our page. I thought it would be right there on the if y'all looking on your phones or whatever.
I'm going to check and see why you're talking, bro. Why you
talking? I see it right here on my phone. I don't know if you
can. Go ahead. It's not professional.
You see that?
I don't know. It's not professional, though.
It's not professional. See that join? Yeah, it's on there.
I don't see it on mine either.
It's not on the page, the show page?
Let me see. I'm on the actual thing. On the show page, is it up top? I don't see it either.
Yeah, it should be right there next to where the subscribe is.
I don't see it on mine, on my YouTube app.
What?
Maybe it's
54 guys are watching two great dudes and the dude from Slovenia. Is this correct?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a L. We could have.
Yeah, usually, man, when we get L's, we win. It's a little bit more than that in here. But
what was against the Lakers? We had 600 and something like that.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know, y'all, because King got my cuz he subscribed or he joined, so I don't know.
I don't know what's going on, but I can't. Not on here. Maybe when the show's over, they'll be able to look. Like check again once the show ends.
I guess, man. Why do I have it then? Y'all don't.
I don't know. You got Android though, right? I was on an iPhone. Let me see if it's on Android.
Oh, hey, what phones are y'all using?
Yeah, let me check. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, because what's the name said it too. Ashton said the same thing.
Yep, it's you can't do it on iPhone. I went to my Android phone and it shows on there. I don't know.
Bro, are you serious, bro?
You probably going to go to the like actual in the app or something like that, but it says,
man, are you serious, bro?
It says join though, like over.
Yeah, that's how. Wow. Okay, well, we just figured it out, y'all. If you have an Android, you can. I don't understand why that is. Y'all might have to go like on a computer or something, or go online or something. Y'all do it, I guess. I don't
go to your Safari page or something probably, and type it in YouTube that way instead of the app, instead of the iPhone app. I don't think it works on the iPhone app right now. I don't know.
We might not get members because of that, man. That's crazy. I didn't even know that about that. Div also says it's so frustrating watching Trey get players in unrestricted and trades through his career, and Luka gets JaVale McGee type players and joke pickups. This is on the Mavs organization, period. Yeah, it is, man.
I agree
It
on that.
is. Like I said, after Luka's third year, man, we should have been looking like Boston right now.
We should have had DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
Or we should have had Jalen Brunson. Or we should have had Seth Curry. You know how good Seth Curry be right now on this team?
Oh, he's a shooter.
Yeah.
Div says, if a trade is not done for a center, this is pathetic. It is the biggest weakness on the team, and we have no one who can prevent anyone from going towards the rim for easy layups. Yep.
That's true also.
Yeah, it is true. It is definitely true, man.
We got JaVale McGee for 3 more years because nobody gonna trade.
Remember, y'all was signing for 3 years. Woo. Yay. Akuma says, all the high praise for Luka, but does he make people around him better? Does he uplift his players? Only the greats do that. And when he's looking mad as hell when someone is off or something.
I can comment on that.
Go ahead, Greg.
This is especially seen in Slovenian national team because, of course, the players are not on the same level as Luka is. The fact that Luka can bring from these players 20 or 30-point games, that speaks for that self that Luka can make players around him better. And if these so-called shooters will hit those shots, Reggie Bullock would have 30 points, 20 points. Dinwiddie could have also 30 points per game, but they are just not hitting the shots. I mean, there are games that Luka could have potentially 25 assists per game.
Yep.
And I'm not overreacting right now.
Not at all.
So I agree on that, that the greatest do have that other player makes better. I agree on that, and the team has to win. But unfortunately, right now, I don't think that the players around Luka are capable of doing that. Luka would show as someone who makes his player better.
You know what, man? Let me say something real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
We always hear these people talking about does Luka make his players better. He
Where's
talks
that
about the
coming
great.
from?
No, hold on.
Where's that coming from? Go ahead, bro.
Check this out. He talked about the greats, right? Let's name some greats off real quick, King.
Go ahead.
Greats that won. Jordan is one of the probably the greatest of all time. Did he have another guy who helped him?
He did. He had Scottie Pippen laid on.
Oh,
before that, he couldn't get away from being a bottom seed in these.
Gotcha. Okay. Larry Bird is a great.
Yeah,
Did he have any help?
He walked into it with some greats already. Some guys like Dennis. What's his name? Dennis.
Dennis Johnson, Hall of
Dennis
Famer.
Johnson. You had.
Dennis Johnson, Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Kevin
Cornbread, Maxwell. Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish. Those guys. Yep. Even got your guy. Was Bill Walton later on?
Gotcha. He was one of the MVP, former MVP who won 6 man for them. Let's see who else. Magic Johnson. Did he play with anybody?
I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, considered one, if not the greatest player of all time, one of the 3 greatest players of all time. James Worthy. Who else you want to go to the line with? Like his whole starting lineup, Byron Scott.
Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me go back some more. Allen Iverson, who did he play with?
Played with Dikembe Mutombo. With the year he actually made the finals, he played with the Defensive Player of the Year, Dikembe Mutombo, 6 Man of the Year, Aaron McKee, Tyronn Hill, Dirk Coleman. So he had players that were names. Like Dirk Coleman was nice. I don't know if the younger players or the younger fans know about Dirk Coleman, but Dirk Coleman was that dude back in New Jersey. He had guys.
So let's get on players who didn't win anything. Who did Patrick Ewing play with?
John Starks,
who was undrafted.
Charles Freewell, Allen Houston.
Now, when he played with those guys, that was at the end of his career.
Harper,
Mark Jackson,
Dirk Harper.
So was any of those guys superstars?
No, the closest guy he had to was
Starks.
I guess Allen Houston, John Starks, maybe that.
Yeah,
but John Starks was an undrafted player.
Yeah, but he still ended up.
Allen Houston was at the end of his career. Because matter of fact, that year they went to the finals, he didn't play. He was hurt.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. approximately 5 minutes left.
Oh, you're good to go, Greg. I know you got to get out of here, take care of your family and
I
all. We
got to go
appreciate you.
to take my family out and to work. Yeah.
Man, we definitely appreciate it, man. We definitely appreciate you hopping on.
You
I
can hop
also
on
do
whenever.
appreciate, of course.
I think, Rel, don't you have his information and on the show and also guys can follow him and all?
I'll put it in here right after the show, man, so that everybody can go ahead and follow you. But guys, he's at Doncic Doncic N01 on Twitter.
Yep.
Doncic
That's right.
N01 on Twitter. That's Greg's Court Twitter. So go ahead and follow him on there, guys. And follow Greg's Court on YouTube too, his YouTube channel.
We got all the goodies on Luka, and anything Slovenia. We love it.
Yes.
Thank you guys once again for having me. It was a real pleasure. I mean, you guys are great. I hope this is the first. Of course, it's the first show with you guys. I hope it's not the last one. And
no,
I wish you all the best. You're doing great.
Thank you, Greg. Same to you.
We definitely appreciate it, man.
You're always welcome. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. And to all your fans and all the public that is watching this stream right now, let's hope that our Dallas Mavericks will be around 500 or more, and it's not about Luka being MVP. It's, for me personally, it's about
winning right now,
getting into the game for the championship. This is all we want. Luka is a winner. It's a born winner. He won't satisfy himself with just being around a trophy. He wants to win it, and that's not my personal opinion. That I know this is the truth. This is the main thing why he is in Dallas. The main thing why he is in the NBA, and eventually, I really hope he will get that ring, and I really do hope he will get it with the Dallas because you guys accept him. And yeah, that's it. It should be right to get it with the Dallas.
He'll get it. I think he will.
I think he will too.
Guys, have a good one.
All right, man.
You too, Greg. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, man. Let's get back to the rest of these.
Can I answer that one though, bro?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
I just got a quick answer. The Mavs in the 5th seed. That's it. What more are we talking about? the Dallas Mavericks are in the 5th seed, bro. What are we, Luka? Not no disrespect to Coma, but
your second, your third, and your fourth options on the team were not even drafted in the first round. Your second option, it was undrafted.
Mm-hmm.
Your third and your fourth were second-round picks.
Yep.
So when you talk about the greats elevating, how much did they have to elevate when they had help? Kobe had Shaq. Shaq had Kobe. Jordan had Pippen. And like I said, just go down the line.
I mean, Shaq had Penny.
Shaq had Penny. Shaq had Wade.
Horace Grant. Dennis Scott. Them guys weren't bums.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Larry Bird, the 86 was Boston Celtics were considered one of the greatest teams of all time.
Bro,
Magic had Kareem.
I'll take Dennis Scott right now.
Moses Malone had
Dr. J.
Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go down the line. Like, can Luka have a guy like that on that level? Can he have a guy who's on his level or near his level? Before we start making comments like that, instead of him having to play with a Maxi Kleber or the White Powell or somebody like that, or Frank Ntilikina, these are the guys he had to elevate.
The reason these guys are even respectable is because they play with Luka Doncic.
Exactly.
They were ready to get rid of. They were ready to give up on Spencer Dinwiddie. You guys know that, right? They were ready. They were calling him a cancer and saying it's about over. His knees were done and all that. They were ready to get rid of him.
And now he having his best statistical career.
Yep.
I mean, it's the best statistical season of his career playing with Luka.
Christian Wood, you know all the talk they said about him all offseason and all about he couldn't fit, he couldn't win and all that stuff. Now look at him. 5 blocks a game. Stuff like that going on.
Dodo wasn't drafted.
Nope.
Maxey wasn't drafted.
Nope.
Dwight Powell, second-round pick. And got these guys as rotational players.
And still having a job. How many of these guys, like we say all the time, would not have a job anymore if it wasn't for Luka Doncic?
Matter of fact, these are the kind of players that if we trade them to anybody else right now, you have to attach a first round pick just to get rid of them because nobody really wants them like that, and that's what Luka's playing with.
Remember that Josh Richardson? When you got rid of him, the guys didn't know how to play him no more because they didn't. He wasn't really supposed to be played. So it is what it is, man.
Div says, "I know you guys are not Maxey fans, but damn, it is really showing how much we miss him, man.
We miss him for the help, but he not. Maxey don't get rebounds,
and that's one of our main, if not the main.
Yeah,
a lot of our possessions on defense, we're not finishing them by getting the rebound. That's our issue. We're not getting the rebounds. You know what I'm saying? You're giving other teams too many extra possessions when they're getting 2, 3, 4 offensive rebounds on you in one play.
Bro, I feel like the Hawks had like double the amount of possessions we had in the first quarter. Like when I was hearing, it was like they just kept having double the possessions because they were getting offensive rebounds and turnovers.
Offensive rebounds. Like I said, Conwoo and Clint Capella were down there looking like the Houston Rockets twin towers of Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon down there.
Yep, knock on wood, Jinx.
Johnny B said we need to make that Bullock Reddish trade ASAP. I do it.
I do it with the second rounder. I mean, it's the Mavericks. I mean, I can't say that. Like, I was about to say second round is don't matter as much, but I guess we did basically almost get we got JB and almost Jaden Hardy in the second round. So I ain't gonna say that, I guess, but I don't know. I take it. I'll trade the second round and Reggie Bullock for Cam Reddish. And Cam's what? Is he still in his rookie contract?
I believe so.
So
that's why his value so low too.
Yeah,
one of the reasons why his value low.
I'll take him because if it don't work, let him go.
Riv says, I know y'all watched the game and said, damn, that Murray guy would be great on our team. Because I know he did. Because I know I did. Yeah, he looked good, man. Definitely looked good. Riv says Cardio B making a layup is equivalent to Draymond hitting a three.
Yeah, he made that. It looked like he's about to get it sent, but he made it.
Yeah, he did. I was nervous, I ain't gonna lie. When he started gliding, I thought somebody was gonna pin this stuff to the backboard. I'm like, man. Queen said, she was saying hi to Greg. Said to the chat, if you are a new fan here, please subscribe to the channel as well as Greg's Court, and please leave a like if you enjoy the content. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Div said, Real is 1,000% right. Team is realizing double Luka all over and forget the rest of the guys. Play them 4-on-3. So we have no IQ to beat clear advantages that Luka creates on the court. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ro, I told you a while ago, teams I would rather see Luka play 1-on-2 than to see the rest of the team play 4-on-3 with an advantage. That's ridiculous.
And this game is a prime example of what you just said because look what Luka had 30 playing 1-on-2.
Yep.
That's the crazy part, man. Rip says everyone talking about Maxi Kleber is a big loss. If losing Maxi is a big deal for us, then we're cooked. That's what we were saying. That's what we were just saying. So we're talking about Maxi Kleber. He's not Dream or Diesel. Maxi Kleber. Yeah, that's what we said, Ribs. Like, if that's the key guy you missing right now, then we have bigger problems than we thought.
Yeah.
But
we were getting JaVale McGee because Maxi Kleber wasn't that piece, remember?
Exactly. With him and
Dwight
Powell, a.k.a. community service. Real says, I'm trying to figure out why Cardio B is still on the team after hitting 8 threes. Oh, and I guarantee y'all TAJ is going to sit out until the trade deadline pass. Oh, man.
I think he got to get one. He's going to get a game in, though, Rivs. You don't think? The showcase?
Yeah, man. No, he's saying he's trying to sit out so he won't get traded.
Oh, I got you. Oh, man. He probably.
Man,
He is doing that, actually.
Bro, my king, listen to me, bro. I'm going to be so mad, bro, if he does that. I'm going to be so mad, bro. Harold says Dallas are trading for Bonyan, Cam Reddish, LeVert, Noel aren't getting better. We aren't getting better.
I ain't gonna front to you. We can get all 4 of those guys. We might be better if we don't get rid of the main guys. I see 3 ball handlers in it. 3 ball handlers, a defender and a rebounder.
Yep.
So
and some scoring in there too, because the Burton what's name could score.
Yep.
Harold said we need rebounding and another wing. Dodo played 100 miles per hour.
Minutes per game.
Oh, minutes per game. Sorry. Yeah. That's what we're saying. We need some switchable wings too, man. Bro. There's more than one hole we need. We need we got so many, man. Ball handling.
Bro, this team trash. We just got Luka Doncic. Like
But Luke got to make them better though.
He already making them better.
No, but the thing is, we hear people saying got to make them better, but I'm guaranteeing that any of them other guys that we just named off, the Tatums, the Jokic's, the whoever else you can name, if you put them in Luka's position, it'd be even worse. They wouldn't be carrying this team right now. Yeah, Tatum has always had help on his team since he got in the league. And in a couple of them years, they struggled.
Bro, I cannot wait till Luka gets the help so we can stop all this conversation.
Bro,
man.
I'm telling you right now, King, if Luka get the help, the real help, like everybody else get.
Oh, man.
Y'all gonna be sick of me if that happened, bro.
Luka gonna be laughing at everybody all the time and all because it's gonna be.
I'm be out there like, oh yeah, now he got help just like y'all got help, and they see what he doing. Ultra, my 1-year-old daughter can protect the rim and rebound better than this team. Yeah,
I believe it.
She probably can. She probably understands the concept of boxing out too.
If you would, I mean, why doesn't J Kidd tell Dwight Powell to stop hitting the ball? Like, isn't that coaching? Isn't that just like grab the boy? Don't you tell guys grab the ball? Ain't that like I don't know, man.
Like Greg said, man, we talking about basic stuff, man. That y'all not doing.
Basic stuff that you learn like when you were a kid. How is he not grabbing the basketball?
Jack said Reggie Bullock is player of the week.
Let's keep going.
Hey, he probably will be player of the week, man.
Hell no,
hey, you know what? Let him get player of the week, man. That's gonna boost his trade value. Bam. There you go. Player of the week, yeah. Harold says, Cuban and a shoe seller running Luka's career. Damn. Man, I don't know what to say with that one, man.
Y'all going hard on Nico already, man. Like Nico ain't part of that yet. Nico done did some good stuff for us last year. Like that's why I said I get him to the trade deadline this year. But Cuban on some stuff.
Mark is the reason we're in financial blackout. This clown has threw money at players and taken on bad contracts without doing any research whatsoever. Bertans, Massey, McGee, TAJ, yeah.
And you know it's Mark Cuban because he taking comments and questions on it and saying stuff that is disrespectful. Any other owner would have said, I don't have nothing to do with that. Talk to the GM. Mark's talking, which means he was involved in it.
Yeah. Eduardo said WTM and TAJ for a pregame show Friday. We'll see, man. I see what my schedule look like. We'll definitely see. I usually hop on there if I can with TGK.
In the comments.
James says 50 seconds left on the clock and the ball went from Dinwiddie to Luka, then to the he talking about to Reggie Bullock.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he got wicks in his head, man. Don't do that to Reggie.
Hey, but Lou got to make everybody better though. Remember that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hurl says Cuban needs to be arrested for $5 billion Bitcoin scam. For that $5 billion Bitcoin scam, man. I'm not gonna touch that one, bro.
He got up the Yahoo one. Let's keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
My man, Ralph scratched. I did it Dirk. That's how Dirk do when he uncomfortable. We start scratching.
Yeah, start scratching. G2 says, because I go down a rabbit hole and you probably can't even believe that, bro. You know, I get on Cuban all day. G2 says, I'm giving Nico a pass for now on lackluster roster. Mavs are last in the NBA payroll. Cuban is so cheap, I can't tell which is more expensive. What do you say? Oh, Dirk bronze statue or the current roster? Jesus, man. Which I'm still trying to figure how we're over the luxury tax with this roster.
Bro, this makes no sense.
I never understood how we over the luxury tax, bro.
This don't make no sense, bro. Like the way we playing right now, you could have just let dudes walk. You feel what I'm saying? Like we could have sat and said, you know what? That's why I said before the year. I told you I think last year, before the year, saying, is this a throwaway season? If it is, just let people walk away then, because if it's not, we wasting like money and time.
Which
you
is
put
why
yourself in a deeper hole.
Which is why we were asking, you claim we're in this hole, and we need to clear space and all that type of stuff, but then you sign an extension to a guy like Maxey, and who's not playing right now. Then you sign a guy like JaVale McGee, who's not playing right now. Like, you make stupid, idiotic moves like that, man, and then we'll sit here like, I don't know why we're over the luxury tax. I don't know why we can't do this and do that. Because you do stuff like that. You keep burning yourself in a hole. How many times we said, like, if you're over the luxury tax, just let those contracts fade away. Don't just sit there and extend it.
Bro, why do they, as I said, they play with the guys they shouldn't play with, and they don't play with the guys they should play with? Not pause on that, but let's rewind and explain that. Maxi Kleber, Dodo, those guys, they're overachievers. You don't have to rush to pay those guys because they will want to stay because you've helped their career. They're the guys that give discounts and all. Those guys. The guys like a Jalen Brunson and all. You let him go when you should have just gave him money and said, stay, you're a piece. I'm lost.
We already over an hour 30. Let me get one more question in.
Oh, wait, I'm lost, man. I want to cry right now.
Yeah, my wife was like, is something wrong? Like, yeah, we lost her.
She could read it, huh? Like, sir, yeah.
Hold on, let me. Yeah, she know. She's starting to know. Like, if I'm down, like kind of like upset, she know we lost.
Bro, when he's down by 6 for like 30, I'm like, that's it. Or down by 6 for like 24.5, I'm like, that's a wrap. We're done. We need another ball handler too, bro, that can make stuff happen quicker. Like you said, the whole Jaden Hardy thing, like, so in those situations where it's like 30 seconds left, Luka doesn't always need the ball in his hand. You need somebody that can move it quicker to get a quicker bucket. Like, Luka obviously has to set up because he's crafty and he moves on pace. But we don't need pace in that situation. We need speed.
Exactly. Div says, if you go to your YouTube channel on a web browser, you see the subscribe button, and if you click it while not signed in, it will say sign in to become a member. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what King said. Go to the browser.
Yeah, go to the browser if you're on the Apple.
Yeah, because I don't know why it's not letting it do it on the Apple. That's stupid. But yeah, that's gonna probably do it, y'all. We do apologize. It's a lot. We're already over an hour and a half. We try to keep it around an hour and a half now. We definitely appreciate y'all. Rocking with us and everything, man, tonight. We definitely appreciate Greg hopping on to join us. I know it's early in the morning over there in Slovenia for him, man. So we definitely appreciate him waking up early to hop on with us. Like we said, guys, if you join the crew, we're going to get more videos like that. Like King said, we're going to kind of give it a little bit to kind of build up the membership. And then we're going to start doing special videos like this for our members. So that's just one of the type of videos our members are going to get. We can start having more collaborative videos and stuff like that. We're going to try to get folks on like Darton Trigg, guys like that from SI, you know what I'm saying, onto the show to kind of talk Mavs. We're going to try to get the Mavs outsiders. We're going to try to, get Slightly Biased back on.
We're going to try to get Luka on here. If we can get my man Greg on here, we can get Luka, right? Like, stop playing, man.
Man, that'd be nice. But also, guys, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. That'll be a huge help for us too, guys. We're still trying to grow the channel, man. We're still working on King. I got you too on the shirt. We're still working on our merch here, so we can get ready to have you guys. If you guys want to start copying some of our merch and stuff, man. We got a couple shirts that we're gonna have here available pretty soon. So you guys want to click on that and cop that, we'll have that here for you soon too.
Bro,
for the glow yard.
Nobody
for the glow yard.
That's our new glow symbol.
Yeah, that's our new glow symbol. Yeah, that's our glow yard symbol. Right there at the top of over King. For those who are listening on podcast form, man, go to the YouTube channel and you'll see it right over King's head. Also, guys, Go ahead and hit that like button to help us to build the algorithm up to get more Mad fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard gang. Also right here between up under me and King, you got all these different podcast streaming services that we're now on, guys. So any podcast service that you use, we are on there. So if you guys aren't able to watch us on YouTube, you're always able to listen to us on podcast streaming services, guys. King, is there everything I'm forgetting, man?
First and foremost, I only know like maybe 4 of those podcasts.
Bro,
listen, I'm like, what's that?
When I was looking at some of these, like, I don't even know what that is, bro. I know what, like, SoundCloud, I know Spotify, of course, Google, and Apple. That's it. Oh, yeah, and iHeart. That's it.
iHeart. Yeah, TuneIn I've seen before, and I feel like that RP I've seen before maybe. But yeah, other than that, guys, share, and more share. It's because of guys like you and folks like you, just in general, ladies as well. Though most of our audience is guys. But it's because of guys like you, we get guys like Greg's Court to come join our show, Gregor, and also guys like Slightly, TGK, all that stuff. It's because of you guys, the Glow Yard, our Glow family. We actually really appreciate you guys, and you guys help us out a ton. So let's keep growing, man. Like we getting there one step at a time. Membership next.
Yes, sir, man. With all that being said, guys, what's the next game? Friday? What's today? Wednesday, Friday? Yeah.
Yep, Friday against the Miami Heat.
Oh man, y'all. We play the Miami Heat next, guys. Another early tip off at 6:30, guys. So join us for around the same time again on Friday evening, guys. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. It is your boy Real. I got my boy King. It's We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. And we out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.